What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Norah and thank you so much for watching. Before we jump into today's video, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow your girl on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, because you already know we're growing the family across all platforms. Y'all, we're back with a girl talk video, okay? Please don't come for me. It has been way too freaking long. All right, so what we're gonna say is, just to start this off, we are going to try, okay? Operative word here is try. We are going to try this year to do one girl talk video a month, okay? At least one a month. If we can get more than that out, great, but at least one a month, because I know y'all love these videos, and it's just been way too freaking long, okay? It has been way too long, and I'm excited. I'm excited to just kick things off and get the year started. If you are new to my channel, my girl talk videos are literally exactly like the title says, just a little girl talk, a little chit chat, me and you just chilling. I'm here on my couch, super relaxed. You're relaxed as well, and we're just gonna talk about different things. I think this year I'm also going to start like asking y'all for topics, or maybe we'll do them as like Q&As, maybe we'll do them as like advice videos or whatever it might be. We might tap into that a little bit more this year, but traditionally I kind of just, you know, pick a topic or something that I've been thinking about for some time, and we literally just sit here and talk. I try not to go with like outlines or anything super crazy with this video. I try to make them as authentic as possible. So if you see me rambling, ranting, hopefully you can follow along. But again, I like to keep them as naturally flowing and casual as possible. So with that long intro, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and let's jump right in. All right, so the first week of the new year is coming to an end. When I'm filming this, it is January 6th. So we are just about wrapping the first week of the new year. And I kind of wanted to just like sit and talk a little bit about how, you know, we're all going to approach the new year. Naturally, I know a lot of us, most of us, you're gonna see all over the place, we're making our mood boards, our vision boards, we're setting goals, we're setting intentions. A lot of us are going full steam ahead into the new year. I'm not gonna lie, this year I did very much take it that way. In years past, I've kind of like slowly eased my way into the new year, but this year I definitely have jumped in full steam ahead. For me personally, this year, just for some of the intentions that I have set for myself and some of the goals that I have, I knew I needed to jump right in right away. So that works for me, but I thought it would just be kind of nice to just kind of sit here and reflect and really think about how we are going to be intentional on how we are going to approach 2024. And as cliche again as it sounds with all the cliches, we always say this year is gonna be our year, this year is gonna be our year. Baby, let me tell you, something about 2024 is just oozing. This is really going to be our year. I don't know what it is about this year in particular. I don't know if it's because, you know, obviously with the pandemic, we completely shut down in 2020. So it almost kind of felt like we were in this simulation and lost that year. And then it was like coming out of the pandemic, things were still very weird. A lot of us might be working remote, still be working from home like me. It was just a lot of changes, obviously, in the world. Travel was different. Everything, honestly, in life just kind of felt very weird. So I feel like now that we're about 4 years removed from the pandemic, I feel like everyone is kind of in a place where we're like, okay, we're starting to feel like ourselves again, or even if we're not necessarily feeling like what we felt like obviously 4 or 5 years ago, I feel like everyone is yearning for that again. We're yearning for that sense of self. People are yearning for, you know, individuality. People are yearning to just really push the envelope and strive for more. And I'm super excited about that. Like, I'm really excited. I know for me, I went through a couple years, honestly, I'd say during the year of the pandemic, and even up until like 2022, even like early parts of last year, I feel like I was still kind of just going through this like gloom and doom, going through the motions, not really feeling like myself, like slowly but surely starting to like jump back into things, but like my health wasn't where I wanted it to be in terms of how I was taking care of myself, was definitely partying more at times, but then I was also like going through a lot more slumps. Like, it was just a weird time, and I feel like navigating it over the last couple of years was really tough. But 2024, at least for me, and like I said, I feel like I'm getting this vibe from everyone, I feel like I am stepping into a space where I'm like, okay, I'm here. I'm here. I feel good. I know what I want, and I'm ready to really work for it. And as I've been reflecting and really working on, like I said, my vision boards, my mood boards, and all that stuff, there's been like this consistent thread that keeps like popping out to me. And what I'm realizing as I'm approaching 2024, it's not only what are my goals, what are my intentions for the year. I keep thinking to myself, how do I want to feel this year? Okay, how do I want to feel in 2024? How do I want to feel by the end of the year? What are things that I want to improve? Just my overall sentiment and feeling towards me, towards Norah. And I think that's such a great way to approach the new year. And I think it's a really great foundation and like building block for all your other goals and intentions and things that you're going to set for the year. How do you want to feel this year? And I'll share, obviously, from my standpoint. I know we can't talk back and forth. So obviously comment down below. Let me know if this is something that you've been thinking about, and how do you want to feel going into 2024. But for me, girls, so, you know, let's get cozy, let's get comfortable. For me, there are a couple things. Like, I, for one, want to feel fulfilled this year. And I am definitely someone that, and I even hate that word overachiever, but for lack of better words, I've always been kind of that overachiever, right? Like, always strive to be the best at everything that I did. And that's not something I want to lose. I definitely always want to try to be the best. If I'm ever going to do something, I always want to make sure that I'm doing it 110%. But just because I strive to be the best at everything doesn't mean that it was always fulfilling. And that's really something that I want to focus on this year. I want to feel fulfilled. I want to feel full. I want to feel whole. I want to feel like the things that I am investing my time and energy in really are pouring in to me, okay? And I want to feel like I'm not only living in my purpose, but I'm helping others maybe live in their purpose. I want to feel like I am truly taking this life in for everything that it has to offer. And as I reflect back on previous years, there are a ton of moments and gaps in my life that I can say, like, Norah, you weren't appreciating where you were. You weren't appreciating life. You weren't really appreciating life for all that God has made it to be and all that it has to offer. And I want that this year, okay? I want to feel super fulfilled. I want to feel fulfilled in my job, my career, my passions, with my family, in relationships, both romantic and platonic. I want to feel fulfilled in everything, in my clothing, like the way I look, my body, my health, everything that I could find fulfillment in, I want this year. So that's been like a really big kind of like buzzword for me, if you will, kind of approaching 2024 has been a really big one. Another one for me this year is I want to feel love, okay? I want to feel love, and not just in the simple sense of like loved by my significant other, which yes, is very important. I am a romantic at heart. That is very important to me. But when I am talking about feeling love, I want to make sure that I am accepting love in all aspects. So whether, again, it is from a romantic partner, platonic relationships, but from the world, okay? Whether that is, you know, receiving love into my body through the food that I'm eating, receiving love through working out and taking care of myself, whether that's receiving love from my family and even strangers. You know, there is opportunities to receive that love. And then I also want to move in that same sentiment and move in love as well. Not to sound super cheesy, and hopefully it doesn't, but for me it makes sense. I really want to be intentional in moving and feeling love in every aspect of it this year, and hopefully furthermore. I'll leave a link for the book down below as well, but I read for the second time, so last year I read it twice actually, a book by Jay Shetty called The 8 Rules of Love. And I mean, I think everyone should read the book, not even only if you're in a relationship, if you're single, in a relationship, married or not, if you are pursuing, honestly, I think everyone should read this book. And that was a really common theme or thread throughout the book that I mean, it stuck with me so much, clearly to the point that I read the book a second time at the end of the year. And it's just moving in love. I think it's so important to be a good person. Now, I'm not saying be naive, okay? I'm not saying be naive. I'm not saying to move through life and the world not knowing that, you know, unfortunately there are, you know, bad people. They're not even bad people, but corrupted spirits out there, that there are people who don't always have the best intentions. You know, I'm not saying to be naive to that by any means, okay? Obviously be smart, you know, keep your head on a swivel, be smart, protect yourself. But at the same time, I think so many of us are so protect myself that we are walking around just such angry, miserable people. We're holding on to things that we shouldn't be holding on to anymore. We're so skeptical to good things happening to us. We're blocking all the blessings, whether that would be another person, whether that would be a job, whether that would be an opportunity. So many of us are just so damn angry, okay? So many of us are just so damn angry. We're just so freaking upset with so many things that, for one, I think we need to unpack it. You know, obviously we need to unpack those things however you find, you know, works best for you. But I think we need to move with love. I think we need to move with love and feel love as much as we can. And that's something that I really want for 2024. For me personally, I would love to see it for a lot of people, but it's something that, you know, I really see for myself. So, you know, feeling fulfilled and feeling love are two big things that I have really focused on and want to continue focusing on for 2024. So the way I'm kind of tapping into that, right? You're probably like, okay, great, you've got some theme words, so what the hell are you gonna do with it, okay? So the way I'm kind of tapping into it for this year, you know, I've got a couple things that I'm really focusing on. Again, like I said, really taking care of my body, my health, working out as much as I can, not even just from a vanity standpoint, which usually that was the reason why I was working out, was from a vanity standpoint, but because again, you know, I have this body, I need to take care of it. I have this one temple. I want to show love to my body the same way that it shows to me getting up every day and allowing me to do things. So working out, being healthy, taking care of my body, being disciplined in, you know, how often I'm drinking. You know, I'm definitely someone who loves a casual drink. Okay, we always like to say casual, but baby, we was drinking, okay? We was drinking a lot. And well, let me not speak on y'all. I was drinking a lot, okay? Turning up with my friends quickly every weekend. It was just a lot, you know? So really taking care of my body, my health, and just trying to show it love as much as possible. Feeling fulfilled right now too for me is really honing in on, you know, my crafts, my passions, my content creation. So whether that's, you know, refocusing and rehoning in on YouTube and TikTok, and just really exploring what I can do with content creation this year is something that I am really trying to prioritize. And it's something that I know I have the capacity to do. I love to do it. So it kind of is like a twofold there, where I can show love, you know, to creating beautiful pieces that hopefully, you know, inspire others as well. Or even if it doesn't, it just, you know, is a source of entertainment. But also fulfilling for me as well to see that I'm using my skills and the tools that I have also. 2024 is definitely going to be the year that I think so many of us are going to achieve big things, right? Like, I feel like this is gonna be the year that we're gonna achieve a lot of things. But the only way we're gonna get there is through discipline. And I know it's tough. You know, people talk about being motivated. How do you stay motivated? Baby, motivation fades, okay? And that's the reason why most people don't stay motivated, because it fades. But being disciplined is what's going to help you get there. But I think they all work together. And for me, at least, I noticed as I was reflecting on past years and trying to understand maybe why I didn't hit a lot of my goals. You know, I set certain intentions, I set certain goals. Why did I not hit them? Was because I didn't have that discipline. But not only did I not have that discipline, I didn't even know what I wanted out of the year. You know, it was cool. I would make a vision board and I would talk about all these goals, but it was like, why did I have these goals? Okay. Yeah, I wanted to hit a certain amount of subscribers. Yes, I wanted to have a certain amount of followers on TikTok. Yes, I wanted to save X amount of money. Yes, I wanted to get that promotion at work, but why? I had no why behind why I was doing things. I didn't know what I was hoping to get out of why I was chasing all of these goals. And that's a big reason why this year, like I said, I've really made it a point to understand, how do I want to feel? How do I want to feel at the end of this year? You end up having a list of goals with no why. You have a list of goals with no reasoning. You have a list of goals without a purpose. And without that purpose, they essentially become obsolete, which is why for a lot of us, we fail at them. Which is why for a lot of us, we think it's the motivation that's fading. Yes, the motivation is fading, but there's no purpose behind it. which without that purpose, of course, you're not gonna have any discipline because you have no reason to chase it. And again, that's why I think it's important as we're going into 2024, think about how you wanna feel. How do you wanna feel at the end of this year? Even if you do start with your goals, why are these your goals? Why are these your intentions for the year? How do they make you feel when you think about them? How do they make you feel? Jot that down and then start to then build continuing from there. And I think we'll start to see a lot more of us accomplishing so many more things this year. I think you're gonna be crossing off a lot more things on your goal list. I think you're gonna start seeing a lot of these vision boards coming to life. Because I know there are a lot of people who feel like these vision boards, they're really pretty to look at. I'm manifesting, 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 but then nothing happens. Well, because you're not putting in the work and you don't know why the hell you want it. And you need to know the why and the purpose behind why you're focusing on all of this. I'm already starting to see a shift happening, at least in like the social media digital space. I feel like things are starting to get that much more authentic. People are starting to show up as, you know, themselves a little bit more. Again, it could very well be all smoke and mirrors, but at least from the outside looking in, I feel like people are starting to show up like themselves again. Content is starting to look fun again. Content is starting to look different and unique, and we're starting to see different perspectives and individuality. And I think this is all a part of it. Whether we all said it out loud or not, I think that's definitely a huge part of it. I think people are going back to doing the things that get them excited, that make them happy, that make them fulfilled. They're doing things because they know how it makes them feel, and things that make them feel good, they're starting to continue doing them, which I think is so exciting. I made a TikTok actually even about this the other day where I was just like, I think 2024 is gonna be the year that, like, not completely, but we're gonna kind of see like the decline of like trying to be super aesthetic. Don't get me wrong, there are some people that's genuinely just the way that they operate. Like for me personally, in terms of decor, like this was not a trend for me. This is genuinely the decor that I like. Usually wearing neutrals is something that I like. You know, having things aesthetically pleasing is just genuinely who I am as a person. But I don't think it's going to be so like cut and dry where people feel like they can no longer enjoy social media if they don't show up in this aesthetic way. So I think it's really cool to already see the shift, and I think people are going to start implementing this kind of authentic, self-identifying type of approach to 2024 all around, whether it's on the digital space, in their social media, in your everyday lives, relationships, work, whatever it might be. I think 2024 is definitely going to be that year that we're all going to be pushing to do what feels right and what feels best. I 110% believe that this year can be exactly that for you. Shit, I know it's gonna be that for me, all right? I'm claiming it, okay? I am claiming it. Manifesting, whatever you wanna call it, baby, I'm praying about it. I am having the conversations with the Lord every single day. I feel it, and I really feel like this year is going to be that for me. And again, because I have a clear vision and clear understanding of how I want to feel this year. I know how I want to feel by the end of 2024, and hopefully, you know, carry on for years and years to come. And I'm excited. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about this approach. I'm excited that I'm starting to look at the new year like this. I think the goals and the intentions will always be there. You know, I'm a dreamer. I am a Libra, okay? I am a dreamer. I romanticize the fuck out of everything. And I'm not ashamed of that. That is who I am. I lost her a couple times along the way. You know, there was mother effers, you know, some people's dusty, crusty, musty little sons who try to take that away from me, but I'm not ashamed of it, okay? I romanticize the hell out of everything. I am a dreamer, but I'm excited for 2024 because I think that romanticizer, that dreamer has vision this year. You know, I've finally kind of put a stamp on the vision and how I want to feel, and the path to getting there seems that much clearer. So, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Y'all already know, listen, I know it has been a while since I have done one of these. Y'all know I be all over the place, so hopefully it wasn't too hard to follow. I like to just sit here and chat with y'all. But honestly, I say all this to say, and I share all of these thoughts just to say, going into 2024, this is your year. I promise you it is. I feel it. This is your year. This is my year. This is our year. Just be really clear on how you want to feel. How do you want to feel this year? What do you want out of this year? And let your goals and intentions kind of flow from there. and build that discipline as well. Comment down below. Let's continue the conversation. Let me know how you're approaching 2024. Are you like gung-ho, vision boards, mood boards, list of goals, intentions? Are you doing New Year's resolutions? I know I didn't say that. I feel like we don't really say resolutions anymore, but let's continue, you know, the conversation down below. Let me know what you think, you know, about kind of tackling a feeling for the year and going from there. And then if you've read the book before too, 8 Rules of Love by Jay Shetty, let me know. What were your thoughts? What did you take from it? I'm just happy to be back here chatting with you all, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Bye y'all.